Hey y'all, it's your girl 𝒊𝒏𝒂𝒊𝒏, back with another video on today. And let me just say this: the ghetto. Okay, that's a disclaimer, and I'm not even gonna give y'all this whole intro. I'm just gonna dive right into it. I took some notes, but I feel like I'm just gonna go off the top today, because as you can see, I'm here to talk about the truth about being a content creator out here. Okay, now here's the thing. Many of y'all know that I decided to plunge into the whole full-time content creator life when I got fired last October because of the mandates. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? And so I was just like, you know what, fuck it. This is an opportunity for me to take a break from the 9-to-5 lifestyle and go full-fledged into just my content, my channel and my Instagram just growing and making it become a viable stream of income. I have all this time, right? So that's what I've been doing. And for those who remember, if you didn't watch that video, definitely retch around. But I was talking about how I felt so free now that I was out of this 9-to-5 situation. I was able to get on unemployment, so that carried me for a little bit. But then also I had savings, and at that time I had saved enough for like 5 months worth, so that, you know, that would give me some time to figure things out and get into the groove of things. But child, now I have gotten to the point where that 5-month period is up. My savings has started to dry up, and that's really what I've been living on this whole time. I know people look at content creators and they think, oh my god, y'all are rich, y'all are rich. Some of them, yes, but baby, me, no, that is not my experience at this point. Although I would love for it to be, that's just not where I'm at right now. What I earn as a YouTuber really is only enough for like pocket change. I can spend it on going out with my friends or like random miscellaneous expenses like that. But as far as bills and necessities, it's nowhere near. It simply cannot. Maybe I can pay a phone bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where it is as far as income is concerned. So just for transparency, I want y'all to be aware of that, because people will look at you and just make all these assumptions about what your life must be like, and it simply is not what you think. It just isn't. But anyways, here's the thing. I started this channel as a way for me personally to just keep record of my lock journey. It was literally meant to just be a visual album, like a video album of my hair as it goes through all the phases. I wanted to be able to look back on it years down the line and be like, oh my god, that's what your hair was looking like, and oh my gosh, that's what you were going through at that time, and all those kinds of things. And, you know, kind of treat it as like a documentary of sorts. So if I'm blessed to have kids in this lifetime, they can look back at who I was and really experience me. You can look at pictures, but you don't really get the vibe until you experience that person, you know? And just to kind of leave a piece of me out there, like a legacy, so when I am no longer in this physical, everyone still knows who the fuck I am. Everyone knows what kind of impact that I had, you know? And that was pretty much my kind of mindset about it. Then realized that oh shit, I can monetize this. Whoa, mind blown, amazing. So I'm like, lit, I'm gonna get it monetized. So I'm doing all the things, get it monetized. And then it started transitioning from this is me taking record of my life and my journey to now I'm trying to make this lucrative so that I no longer had to work. Because my whole thing, y'all have heard me complain over and over about how ghetto it is, this capitalism lifestyle, this societal lifestyle. I just hate the idea of having to work for the right to exist, you know? And I guess that's more of a abstract thought as opposed to physical in the reality kind of thought process that you can really entertain, because all that it does is pisses you off or makes you not want to make an effort into things, or make you turn into like a pessimist, or you're always complaining about why is everything like this? Everyone, they fucking made this shit up and now I have to deal with it. Basically how you just start to become a pessimist about everything in life. You know, it's like, why bother? But then lately, I've been having not really an epiphany, but more of a acceptance moment where I'm like, okay, all of the things that I say that I want, ultimately it's coming down to this desire to be free. I want to be able to spread my wings and move about as I choose to. I want to be able to make moves, do things, buy things, have experiences without first having to make sure all my bills are paid because, you know, this got to move over here, and the way my checking account set up, the way my savings account, you know what I mean? I don't want to have to think about money. I don't want to have to think about money, and yet you must, because you have to exist. You have to be responsible. You have to think about these things.
Yeah, I got responsibilities now. Responsibilities? That means I'm not allowed to have fun anymore for the rest of my life.
For the longest, I've been fighting that because I've come to learn that the truth is the more I am in my feminine, the less motivated I am to participate in the hustle culture. It does not resonate with me. It's not my personality, you know? So bringing it back to being a content creator, I've realized in my mind, I thought I would be able to relax into my feminine because all I would have to do is create and then put it out there and then y'all would consume it and I would earn from that. What I've realized is I still have to be a go-getter. I still have to, in a sense, be a hustler, be a action-oriented person, be strategic and all these things that I'm not the best at. Like, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, and when it comes to making money and finding ways to do that, I'm not the best at executing. I'm better at creating the vision. But as far as clean, it stresses me out. It gives me anxiety. And that has always been a struggle for me. And I didn't know what that was about. You know, you go to school, you pick a career path because in your mind, once you make those decisions, all your problems are solved. But then you realize, okay, nothing is guaranteed. Gotten this degree, but does it translate into wealth? No, it's not an automatic. You still have to grind, you still have to go hard, and that's the opposite of what I want to do. So for the longest time, that has been a struggle for me. I came into this content creation space thinking that that would be my respite. I would get to escape from that kind of way, and it's simply not true. It's simply not true. What it becomes is like you're kind of a slave to the algorithm. I'm sure you guys have heard that kind of sentiment before, but really we have to create what y'all want to watch. And if you don't give a fuck about what we're talking about, that leads to decreased engagement. And when that happens, that leads to a decrease in your ad revenue, because really it's like we have to pick a topic and a thumbnail and a title that's interesting enough for you to want to click it and then sit and watch long enough for them to put ads in front of your faces.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
If y'all don't click, no ads can play. If no ads can play, that's no money. I was realizing I was putting myself in a box and staring away from my true intention for the channel, which was to be a documentary of my life, really. And it became, okay, me trying to brainstorm what kind of topics do I think people in my audience would care about enough to click it and make it enticing. Kind of trying to do the clickbaity kind of thing. And it's funny because I went to school for marketing, and when I graduated and entered the workforce, I realized I literally hated it, because all you're doing is trying to convince people that they need your product, that they need your service so they can spend money on you. It's really about manipulating people's psychology in order to get their money, and it's just not who I am. You guys know I have notebooks, I have my affiliate store, you know, I'll share it with you guys. I'm like, y'all can check that out, but that drive to convince you to purchase from me, I don't have it. There's some people who are really good at it, and then there are people who are not, and that's me. I'm not good at it. So yeah, long story short, I've kind of felt like I've just been tap dancing for the algorithm. I feel like I've just been a slave to people's whims. Whenever you decide to check me out, it's become a numbers thing, and that's the part of the game that I don't enjoy. And it sucks because I want to be able to just put myself out there and speak my truth and share my experiences with y'all, because that's really what brought me in front of the camera in the first place. And I stopped doing that. I realized that after I got fired, I didn't even update you guys to let you know what's been going on, how I've been navigating it. Why? Because I was so pressed. I was so pressed that I needed my channel to be successful, so that after it's successful, then I can sit down and be like, okay, I lost my job, but my channel took off, so that's what I'm doing. It's like I'm someone who I don't want to have to share my failures. I want to share my successes. But to be real, there's no way for me to have this community where I've invited you all into my life, but I'm not telling you the truth about what I'm going through. The truth is, your girl is trying to figure it out. Okay, your girl is thinking, maybe I need to get a job again. Your girl is like, maybe I do have to work. Your girl is like coming to terms with the things that I was fighting this whole time, trying to escape through my content. And you realize that you can't escape it. You have to work. You have to go hard for what you want. There's no way around it. Whether you're a 9 to 5, whether you have a content creation thing, you gotta work. You gotta work for everything that you want. And it sucks. It's not fun all the time. It's not gonna feel good all the time, and yet you still must do it if you want to achieve that sense of freedom that you're striving for, you know? So On the one hand, I do not regret my decisions at all. I don't regret standing firm on my principles and on my beliefs and choosing not to comply with those mandates. I don't regret that at all. I'm so grateful that I've been able to exist through this whole panorama and not get sick and have optimal health, because I know so many people just weren't that fortunate. So I've been blessed. I've been able to exist and have freedom to wake up when I want, eat what I want, work when I feel like it, and really kind of treat this moment like a rest period. And now I'm realizing I have to get back on the saddle. I had to get back to grind mode in a way that's secure. One thing about me is I need security, and being a content creator is so fickle. It's literally up to y'all to give a fuck about what we're saying in order for us to stay afloat. So you start to become performative. It's like everything I'm talking about is with the hopes that y'all care. And it's like, why am I doing that? That literally contradicts with my personality. I'm the type of person who I really don't give a fuck if people care what I think. I just think. So why would I enter this realm of YouTube being so gung-ho about needing y'all to care about me or needing y'all to give a fuck long? And it's like, child, no shade. I love y'all. I love my audience. And I'm so grateful that y'all have been riding for me this whole freaking time. I'm so grateful for y'all. But at the same time, I have to be realistic and be like, it's not who I am to exert all this energy caring about what people think about me. My purpose is to speak my truth and to live it loudly. Well, not necessarily loudly. I'm pretty soft-spoken. But you know what I'm saying, though? Like, to be authentic in front of y'all. I have a way of conveying information that penetrates the mind, the soul in a way that other people can't do it. I can do that. That's why I've been able to be an educator, do it in a way that's like the kids love me or whatever. Side note, I know people are going to go in the comments and be like, so just go back to teaching. I've been an educator for 7 years as a teacher, as a sub, as a private tutor, as an online tutor, as an ESL teacher, all types of variations of education. And all that it's really taught me is what kind of mother I would be. All it's really taught me is how to take care of the children. But as far as me being connected to my purpose, that wasn't it. This is the closest to what my purpose is on this earth, is to be true, be authentic, and show y'all what it looks like. I'm always talking about the lock journey, about embracing it and showing people what it looks like, and yet I'm over here going through real shit and I'm not talking about it. Why not? Because I'm worried about the algorithm. So all that to say, I'm gonna stop doing that. All that to say, I've decided to embrace the idea of re-entering the workforce. I want to get a remote job though. I don't want to be inside it. They got monkeypox. I'm not trying to be in a physical location, also because part of the whole freedom that I'm talking about is being able to earn wherever I am and not being stuck in this location because my job is there, you know? So I've just been percolating with those thoughts, getting back into the applying for jobs kind of thing, getting back into the mindset of working in that way. Playtime is over, really. Vacation time is over. Your girl gotta get a job, child. So yeah, I know this video is kind of a little bit all over the place, but this is me speaking my truth of what it's been like as a content creator, the thought processes I'm starting to have. And raise your hand if you lost your job because of the mandates or whatever the case is. Raise your hand in the comments. And if that's you, understand that literally all of us are trying to figure this shit out too, but you're not alone. A lot of us are kind of suffering quietly or in silence and not being vocal about it, but I'm deciding to be vocal about it because it's not fair of me to act as if everything is peachy cream. I'm over here doing videos about spirituality and your hair, and it's like, but the real is this. The real is they talking about recessions and the economy, the inflation is what it is, and it's gonna be like that for a few years. Like, the real is that real life is happening. No one gives a fuck about here right now. No one cares about that. What people care about is how are they going to survive out here. That's what people care about, and that's what I care about too. So I'm gonna figure it out, and as I figure it out, I'll share that as needed. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to doing my Wednesday lives. Y'all remember when I used to do that? And then I kind of stopped doing that and did the pre-recorded content. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to it. Let me know what you think about that. But yeah, those were fun. I really had a lot of fun with that. Also, I'm gonna start chilling out with the whole going hard about making content in this format format every single week. I'm chilling off of that. When I'm inspired to a topic, I'll record about it. If I'm not inspired, I'll go live just like that. It's crazy because even my ASMR channel, I have more fun creating for that space than over here because it's not monetized yet. So I'm not a slave to the numbers. But over here, my main squeeze is like, it's daunting, and I don't like that. I want to have fun making content again. I want to have fun getting in front of the camera and talking shit with y'all again, you know? That's what's been going on with Sammy. But that's all I got. So thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments about everything that has been shared, even though I just finished saying I don't give a fuck what people think. But here I am inviting the feedback. Let me know, what have y'all been going through? Everyone who has lost their jobs or have been going through hardships as a result of this pandemic, what have you been going through? Keep it real with us. This is a community forum for us to share our experiences with each other and maybe help each other along the way. But that's all I got for y'all today, so I'm at. If it would fucking click off. Yo, this clicker has been playing games. It's been playing games. Click! These motherfuckers are chasing each other on the cut. Decided these things because now I am forced. This motherfucker. Look at Onyx. I put a picture that I painted at Paint and Sip of Hey Arnold because that is the mood that I'm in. I have her propped up on some books so y'all can see it. And then Onyx and his disrespectful ass gonna knock it over. For what? He don't even be in the plants. Like, why are you in the plants? Hey, move.